Ladies and gentlemen from around the world, are you ready? Are you ready for SMOKO with MAURIEO? Episode 14. Here's MAURIEO.
Hello, it's me, MAURIEO. Hello, welcome. Hi pie. I hope you've had a bloody marvellous day. Welcome to SMOKO with MAURIEO, episode 14. And today, a special treat for you. Occasionally, someone will come into their SMOKO shed and shout the boys, give the lads a lunch, so to speak. And, they might bring something up. Might be a couple of buckets of KFC. That would be very popular. But sometimes they bring donuts. And donuts are sort of a currency in SMOKO terms. So today I've been meaning to do this for a while. It's my first time visiting the shop. It's not the first one of their donuts that I've had. I'll turn the box upside down. These are Mama's Donuts, and they're just a little a shop. I think they just have the one premise, so they're not a franchise, but I think they may. Well, one of my students used to sell donuts for them at various fairs and shows and things like that. So I think they do that sort of thing, but they just have the one outlet shop in Hamilton here, and there's a little bit of a story about them on the back. So I bought 6 donuts earlier today on my way home from the hospital. So sometimes someone will turn up with donuts, or they'll shout a whole lot of donuts. So this is their plain, just a plain glazed donut there, and this is a chocolate donut. I got 6 donuts for $20. 6 for 20. You do the math. They're just over $3 each, but these are, well, as it says on the packet here, these are Mama's Donuts. They're handmade, fresh daily, and delicious. Now this is a lemon curd, I think, and this is a custard cream, chocolate, and just the standard glaze. Now I'm not sure that I'm going to eat. I'm not intending to eat all 4 of them, but they are bloody nice. I've had 2. Well, I've had 1, and my lovely wife had 1. So I'm just going to close this box here and have a look. Mama's Donuts, handmade, fresh daily, and delicious. Simple marketing there. So at Mama's Donuts, our family works hard to produce delicious donuts so you can experience a taste of home. Our donuts are made the old school way, by hand, fresh daily, and with a whole lot of love. Enjoy that real homemade taste and texture, just like Mama used to make them. Born and raised in Hamilton, New Zealand, in 2005, Mama's Donuts continues to satisfy cravings of donut lovers throughout the country and beyond. Our awesome team at Mama's Donuts aim to please with a quality handmade product matched with quality service. Please let us know if there is anything we can do to make your experience at Mama's Donuts even better. See you next time. Beck and Rach, the original Mamas, and the team at Mama's Donuts. Ingredients: flour, sugar, skim milk powder, baking powder, yeast, salt, egg, and margarine. So that's the story there of the Mama's Donuts from a Smoko. And here, of course, with our one and only sponsored product, Moz 42 from far north Queensland. Feel free to, you know, have a sponsor featured at SMOKO with Maurio, and the only merch we have, the Maurio hat here, hopefully on front and centre today, and it's the Maurio hat here. These are for sale at maurieos.com for $10 for the hat and $5 for postage in New Zealand, and I'm working on other postage options for overseas, but yes, there's still some left, and I'm hoping to print some more soon. So, on to the donuts. Well, I'm going to start with I think I'll start with the plain glazed donut. You know, the donut there, and that's a good donut. Yes, I'm liking that. No time for talking, it's all about eating the donuts. Now, some of you may well be worried about my health. I do watch my diet and try and keep it quite austere during the week, you know, not too much things. But last couple of days has been, the last 3 or 4 days, or the last week's been pretty, well, it's busy at work, and I wouldn't say stressful because, well, you know, it's there, but there's been a few pressures and things around, like it's exam week at work, and marking's got to be done. There's a deadline, a real deadline, you know, that we've got to meet. It's the end of term. We've got to have marks and things out for the students so that they can make decisions regarding their future coming up. So we've got to get it done. But coupled with that are, of course, the normal pressures of life. And preparing the students for the exams and things like that. So it's been pretty busy. I'm chasing up assignments and things so that, you know, students have the best possible chance of passing. So this has meant a few late nights, and my lawns have got a little been neglected. Well, they haven't been neglected. It's been very wet, very difficult to mow them. And the mower is well, I took the mulching block out today. That made it a wee bit easier, but it does block up regularly. I have to stop and clear it out, and that it's yeah, it's just very wet, and the mower sinks in a bit as well. So yes, there's quite a few problems. So but I'm starting to see the end. I've bought some marking home this weekend, and I've done a little bit of marking here, and it's a beautiful day today, cracking day, beautiful sun, you know, sunny most of the day, almost cloudless sky. You can see it's night in behind me now. I just, I suppose I'll just maybe drop that off there. I'll just leave that, okay. There, that was, yeah, I'll maybe just clear that screen a little bit. There's nothing too sensitive there, but anyway, we'll continue on. And so, yeah, beautiful day. So I couldn't turn up the opportunity to mow a little bit of lawn. So I took 2 bits of lawn, but it does take longer. And I took the mulching block out of the mower, and it seems to be clogging less on the basis of that, which is good. So quite pleased with that. Steps are up. You'll see I've got my hospital armband on. So, been in hospital this morning for first leg of my infusion. So, yeah. So it's been quite a good day. So I went up to the hospital, did my infusion, into Mama's Donuts on the way home. Just had a couple of donuts for lunch. Just a couple of donuts for lunch. I had just the one donut for lunch. My wife had the other one. So I had the chocolate nut one there. And, yeah, and she had I think it's the sour cream one here. I got 2 of those. So, yeah, and so I think I might try the lemon curd next and, yeah, see what that one is. Well, this one, it's just a standard donut. It's everything that you would expect of a donut. A nice glaze on it. Oh, yeah, that one has a hole in it. This one doesn't. No hole in these sort of fancy ones. But, yeah, they're very, very moist. I love a moist donut, me. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So the week's been pretty busy. Invigilating exams. It went pretty well, I think. Pretty well. Not too many incidents of, you know, foul play and what have you. My exam was the last one, my land surveying exam. So we have 2 weeks of exams. In the first week of the exams, we have all our local exams. So they're ones that we've written ourselves, you know, just for our topics and things like that. So they're all done. And then in the second week, we have the national exams. So we run a program, a couple of programs that are offered nationally by different polytechnics. And so we all use the same exams, which saves a bit of time, but has some added stresses on, you know, different institutions cover things a little bit differently. And so our students get a little bit more anxious on the national exams. In my case, in my subject, the national exam is only every 2 years. So on my year, when I write the exam, the students get a sort of an exam that they, know is generated from their own thing and covers the material that they have covered, and pretty much in the style that it's been covered. Whereas the national exam, it's the same material, but it can be a bit variable in the way that it's put to the students, so they get a little bit anxious about that. But anyway, today, or this exam, they came out and they were quite happy with it. So that means two things. One, that the exam itself was okay, and the material that they had studied and presented in that aligned with the exam, which is sort of my job. So I was quite pleased about that. And yeah, that was gave me a good heart going into the weekend. The students, if the students are unhappy, you get a sort of a bad vibe about it all, and yeah, it sort of can reflect badly on your, how you look at life for a short period of time. It's got a custard cream in it. Very nice. So, yeah, Mama's Donuts. Big bloody marvellous from me. So, any other exciting things that have happened around? No, I've had some good smoko discussions with some of my colleagues as we wind down a bit. We do have a little bit. There's not so much time pressure to do things because there's not classes and that on, so it's a time that we catch up with other tutors and things like that. But there's been nothing nothing memorable in the smoko front. We have I have been swapping jokes with one of my colleagues, but I don't think some of them might not be, might not be suitable for the sort of audience, our audience here. But we had a bit of fun to and fro. So yeah, that they were good. Just bit of banter, but you've got to sometimes be cognizant of your audience, and cut your cloth according to the audience. And a couple of these were a little edgy, shall we say, a little edgy. Best left unsaid. But at the time they were quite hilarious. So yeah, I'm looking forward. So yes, I've been out mowing the lawns, and that's going to be quite an effort. So hopefully we'll get them sorted. I wore my I bought a GoPro harness, the chest harness, and I've worn that for the first time today, and we'll have a bit of a review of how that's going. So yeah, that's pretty good. I want to sort of walk through crowds and get a video of them, but without people going, looking at the camera and that sort of thing. And I've been following a guy on YouTube who walks through Istanbul, and he seems to get the result I want. I can't believe that the camera is visible, although he tells me, and other people say the same, that that people are too busy to notice. and so they just go about, especially in well, Istanbul. One of my colleagues at work, Mohammed, I think his parents live in Istanbul, and he said it's just so busy there. And like looking at these places, it's just people walking everywhere. It's yeah, it is not like anything I've really seen elsewhere. So just been experimenting with that, and seeing how that's going. I've been working with the GoPro Quick app, which makes little videos, and that's what I've been using as the background in my vlog. They sort of use AI, artificial intelligence. They're not, it's, now I'd like to try something a little bit more sophisticated in that area, but without paying any money. So a free one. But yeah, I can see that, because it's quite good. That does, they do provide some quite nice, you know, clips, although mostly it's guided by the background music. So and I don't play the music, so it's sort of hard to get the full value of what the software is doing, but it does do some nice things. So I've been using that. So I'm, as I say, doing my lawn mowing with a GoPro harness on. So we'll see how that goes. A big motivation for me doing all of this stuff, really, the SMOKO and the things like that. One of my big motivations is just learning and getting better at video, telling stories, communicating, using the camera and the photography, and using applying a creative mind. I was, you know, my hands, dexterity in my hands has been a problem for some years, and I was worried that I may not be able to work at all. So I wanted to develop some sort of digital expertise and digital things that I could do. And these have helped me. I've certainly become better at Photoshop and Premiere Pro and some of the things. But I like to think that some of my ideas are good, and they'd be so much better if I was more competent with the cameras and able to better present them in a you know, in a graphical or digital way. But I'm having a lot of fun along the way doing it. So I haven't had my drone out for a while. The last time I used my drone, it had a fault where it dropped down to earth there, and I've never really had sufficient time to get out and do a little bit of more work with it. So I will eventually get that done and sort it around. I'm also looking at, well, I'm still trying to do this crowd video type thing. I've got a little buttonhole camera that I bought. It's sort of a security camera. I don't think the quality is going to be as good as what I want, but I'm still going to do some work with that. And I've tried other things just to capture little snippets and then put them into the AI software, just to produce backgrounds for my daily vlogs and things like that. So yeah, that's the whole concept there of what we're trying to do. So yeah, hopefully, you know, that I've been working on that over a number of years, and working forward, I've developed my daily vlog, and I think this is the 14th episode of Smoko with Maurieos. I can't believe that it's 14 weeks away. That's quite a long time ago. I can't even remember exactly what I did in the in the first episodes, but I'm saying this. I say this every episode. I would really like to have someone join me for Smoko. These are largely, as I say, always unscripted, and I'd love someone to join, come along and join me, so we could get a bit of banter going. But nobody's stuck their hand up yet. I'll sort out a thing, and I'm sure we'll get someone at some time, but it's always a bit of fun there, and that's the intention of it. So if you're keen, let me know and we'll see what we can do. It might even we might even be able to do something online rather than in person. But I'm looking for an in-person situation, and I'm still, as I say, my intention is to get out and about a bit, but just time pressure today. I got home from the hospital about midday, got set up and did some marking. Then I went out and mowed I mowed one bit of lawn, and then I did some marking. I mowed the second bit of lawn, and then I'm doing this, and that's now probably getting time to start to look at my social media. So it's round about I can have a look there. I guess what is it? Oh, it's getting on for 6 p.m. at night. So yeah, I really need to maybe either do a bit of marking or organise my social media. I think I've got the social media aspect of today sorted out. I took a sort of a photo for this, which will be a promo for Smoko with Maurieos episode 14. I think I'll call it Smoko 14. And yeah, for a TikTok, I'll maybe do something with me, eating some donuts or something like that. I might just make one of these ones in front of me disappear over a small period of time, or something along those lines. So that's all sorted out, but then I've got to do some editing and put this together, and this takes quite a lot of time to render. So it can be, it probably won't be, might be the last one out as I get the other ones done and dusted. And as I did my Instagram photo, is just sitting here with the donuts and getting ready. So it's all sort of works together. And and I've still got a few hats to send out to some people overseas, but I'm working on that, and that's we've got to do some customs declarations and get some postage and that done. But it's I'm working on it. Definitely working on it. So as we go to look forward to episode 15, I should be starting to prepare for the next semester's work. So in 3 weeks' time, we will be into semester 2 of 2021, and I will be teaching mostly CAD and computer-based units, and one land surveying unit, sort of the next one after my introductory one, and it's called engineering surveying. So it'd be interesting to see what I get for that. I prefer a small group rather than two small groups, because I can get quite flexible with it and get quite a good experience for the guys, out there, you know, get them done. And I've got something a wee bit different planned this year, which it's going to be a little bit experimental, but you know, I'm sure it'll be an interesting experience for the students, and a bloody interesting one for me, trying to get it all together. So that brings us to the end of Smoko with Maurio, episode 14. I hope I've got that right. If not, I'm wrong. And yeah, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your support. Yeah, don't forget to comment. See if, you know, whatever you want to say, and maybe, you know, we can get together sometimes. I'm certainly keen. So, yep. Hi pie, bloody marvellous. See you next time.